Welcome. Hello, Mr. Bluebush. We will be starting momentarily, but I make no promises of roofs. There may be an inadvertent roof at some point. A roof by default. And that is simply the fact that it is a covering. It would be a covering above a domicile. That is as close to a roof as it will be. A roof by accident. And a roof adjacent scenario. Right, I have a control on. I have that done. I have that done. Play the game. That's what we want to do. Play the game. Oh, hello, Chester. Don't know why I was quite so camp there, but never mind. I'll accept it. Oh, hello, Chester. Welcome. Welcome to the world of tomorrow. That world being Dragon Quest Builders 2, specifically. Just gotta go through the load. Go through the load. How much of a load? I don't think we really need to answer that. Would you calculate in milligrams or possibly litres? Litres might be going a bit too far. The world of tomorrow today. Exactly. Right. So we want to get back in the game. Continue, please. Yes. Continue in Furfield. That's what we want to do. But what we'll do first is our traditional perusal of these gubbins. Unfortunately, we do seem to have a limited volume of photos because we've seen the pink merry-go-round a few times now. We've seen Oktoberfest a few times. Manoir Hunter. We've seen that one. The untitled sort of. I mean, they say dark fantasy, but I think that looks quite a lot like a school. Boo. Sort of haunted mansion, a music crew. Oh, I meant to do a thing. There we go. That's the thing, and hopefully now that means, well, I pushed the wrong button, but it's fine. Also, I don't have any sound at the moment. There we go. Now it's fine again. Oh well, we were basically seeing roughly the same old thing there. So you're all hungry. I think I did fill. Have you unleashed these plate? Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, you really have. Okay, I will place you. It's because there's a lot of people. Technically speaking, you don't actually have to fill these. I will just clarify. You don't technically have to sort of have all of these little gubbins. Always love a gubbins. Always love a gubbins. But yeah, you don't actually have to fill these bowls with food. I do sometimes because, you know, it's kind of nice. I'm going to steal that loaf of bread. Thank you. I'm going to steal those grilled greens. Thank you. And then I'm going to go back here. Now I'm going to change back to my hammer. Now, were we working on an actual mission? I don't think we were. I think we'd completed something. There is a mission all the way over yonder. Can we figure out what that is? Where was that? Oh, I remember. Yeah, I was told to do that. That's fine. And we'd have to either warp in there or sort of warp in there and go round, maybe. Wouldn't make too much difference. But I'll tell you what we'll do first. We'll do you, dear. I can't remember it. Rosie, that's your bloody name. Can't remember her bloody name. You went all the way to Furfield Bog to find those pumpkin seeds, Veldin. It would be a shame not to plant them all. Yes, Veldin, you have done well to recover those seeds. The children of Hargon have been trying to destroy them for a long time now. When you plant them, you'll be one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. See, Rosie, I like Lincoln Park as well. You were doing that the other week. See, we're on the same wavelength now. I'm a good guy. Your hard work will not only produce vegetables, but also bear fruit. I don't have any fruit seeds. You heard the pastor, Veldin. Let's plant those pumpkin seeds. I want to see them sprout. Unless are pumpkins technically a fruit? I don't know. They might be. Are they in the same vein as tomatoes? that they were traditionally. Why is Link in a park? Because he loves it. Slag loves it. Right, seems as we've got a lovely sort of... Yeah, I think what we'll do... And to a certain extent we might as well... We might as well do the sort of lower ground. That's it, that'll do. No, that's not quite what I wanted. That's fine, that's entirely repairable. So we'll just pop there and repair that. Oi! Pricklickers! I'm gonna have to deal with your shenanigans indeed. Come now, I need you to behave, oh yes indeed. Right, here we go. So, we want to pretty much go the same as here, which is slightly awkward because that is going to put a puddle right in the back of my inn. But that's it's fine. I will live with a puddle in the back of my inn. The foundations. If this was a real building, the foundations would be fucked. Especially, I was suggesting there would be an inadvertent roof. Why can't I get up? There we go. I was suggesting there would be an inadvertent roof the other day. Well, no, not the other day. This morning, right at the beginning of the stream. I don't know any of the buttons. Where are all my buttons gone? I've lost the plot entirely. Right, take out that scarecrow because I need to know how far. Oh, that's interesting. Oh no, that's right. So yeah, we'll 2, 3 there. We won't plant the scarecrow just yet. I don't think it's going to interfere with anything, but for now we will just keep an eye on the markings. Right, so we've got that. So yeah, we want to do one more and then start going across. But I'm assuming if Link is in the park, there's probably some kind of evil, you know, maybe Ganondorf has taken over the park and now Link has had to travel through time and space and any other dimension he fancies in order to battle... Oops, as well. That's one block too far, sir. One block too far. That's fine. It's not a problem. Let's replace that. That's the ticket. There we go. Hello, hoop. There we go. Marvellous. Right. Hello, hoop. What I'll probably do is I'll probably put a few more... I might either... I don't know whether I'll use bridges. I might do. Although, yeah, most of these are like sort of 3x3 type deals, so it doesn't necessarily work with the bridges because they're only a 2x2. But I'll try and make it easier to navigate across these things. Right, I will place the field in there. I've got my scarecrows looking at one another. I quite like that. I hadn't intended to do that, but yeah, they can just... Wurzel Gummidge can just sort of wave at his friend Wurzel Gummidge the second, because I can't remember any other scarecrow names. But yeah, he can do that. Right, I think I might try and... Do I want to do this little motif again? I mean, I suppose... Yeah, it's not an unreasonable thing, is it? Right, let's just double check where we want to go with that. So it's that one there. So again, we can sort of do what I did last time and plant a few extra cheeky... Mate, you're gonna have to get out of the way, son. I appreciate everybody's efforts, but you are sort of acting a little bit quicker than entirely intended. I'm being quite ginger here. Have you seen the Wurzel Gummidge live action thing the BBC did? I would like to... I will just... Oh, cock. I'll just question your cock. No. I would question which live action one. Because I'm pretty certain that there's been 2. Because the original was, I believe... John? Fairly certain it's John, unless I'm getting confused with the son who does... who's an actor as well. But John Pertwee was the original one, and then the most recent one the BBC did was Mackenzie Crook, I believe it was. And to be honest, both of them I quite liked. Well, I say that. The old one I haven't watched much of, or at least I can't remember much of it. But the new one I quite enjoyed, yeah. It was quite a nice little... It was a nice, gentle sort of meandering, plodding little delight that I found rather entertaining. That's not exactly where I wanted that water. Oh dear, I've sucked up too much water now. Plop that down there. Now plop that down there. I'm going to have to replace this corner as well, because somehow I managed to suck up way more water than intended. He's from the same town, is he really? It's a lovely fact. Superb. I would have acknowledged the fact a little bit more, but I was slightly too distracted. Oh, I see. I can't do tomato. I can't do pumpkins at the moment. Where's pumpkin? Pumpkins, pumpkins, pumpkins. I'm trying my best to get my seeds in, and I'm getting distracted. Sugar cane. Oh, I've only got one sugar cane. Oh, okay. I mean, I'll plant it, but fuck it. Probably the most famous guy from here. I don't know. I don't necessarily... I think I know where you're based, but I won't necessarily say it on out loud, just in case you don't want to be generally location... what is it? Doxed? Is that the word I'm after, or is it a slight variation on that? I don't know. But nonetheless, I'm relatively confident you have said in the past, so I do feel like I know where you've said, but I'm sure there's some other people... Some other famous ones. He did a brilliant sitcom years ago called The Detectorists. I do vaguely recognise the name. Oh, hello! Grow lots of crops. Okay, cool, cool. I suppose they're growing... Technically, the crops are growing automatically behind me. Wow! She just... I think she actually grew out of the field. I think she grew out of a pumpkin seed. Did anybody else see that? I did the quest, and she just sort of went, I sprouted from your pumpkin patch. And nobody needs that. Nobody needs anyone sprouting from their pumpkin patch. Yippee! We did it, Veldin. We did it. Futterfield Farm is back and better than ever. And we've done everything we need to keep the day tree happy too. He was also in... He was also, huh? Yes, I don't know. He was also in Pirates of the Caribbean, wasn't he? Yes. Yes, he was. I remember that. I liked Pirates of the Caribbean. Did you, Rosie? That's nice. Look, Veldin, there's so much power flowing through the day tree. Let's go and have a closer look. How about you let me finish my fucking seeds? And also, we can't... Whoops! I might have built a structure where they didn't think you were going to build a structure. So, yeah. Not sure if I can build glass blocks yet, but if I can... I mean, it's going to be awkward replacing that entire structure, because I'm going to have to build a fucking scaffold to be able to knock that structure out in order to then rebuild it. But I might try and consider the idea of turning that into glass, so that if we ever get this camera view again, it's not just the giant wooden block that I've built. It's so beautiful, but everybody at home will have to imagine how beautiful it is, because the camera's picked a very awkward location that you built over. It's more wonderful than I ever imagined. Blimey, all the energy from plants we grew has flowed into the tree. I'm just about moved to tears thinking about it. Perhaps we can restore life and light to the island after all. We shall drive the ill wind from these fair shores once and for all. The day tree's growth proceeds apace. Perhaps with time it will reach its full size and its full strength. But I fear the children of Hargon will seek to destroy it long before then. I must consult with the brainy bad Boon before it is too late. But before that, it's party time. Today's the day. Furfield's farm's finally back on its feet, and if that ain't enough to warrant a harvest festival, I don't know what is. Well said, Perry. Have you got a brother called Perry? If you get together, will you make peri-peri sauce? I jest. Hear me, humans. It is time for us to celebrate a job well done. Right. Now, once I get control, there we go. See, I mean, it's unfortunate, because that's probably the biggest amount of difference the tree has gone through, because it's a full new tree. Oh. Fuck. How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know that? Unbelievable. Thanks so much for all your help completing Pastor Owl's tasks. I really appreciate it. And you look pretty pleased too. Just look at that grin on your face. Seems like someone's looking forward to the Harvest Festival. But we can't start the celebrations just yet. I think some of the villagers have things they want to do before we begin, and as our resident builder, you're the only one who can turn their dreams into reality. As soon as you've finished seeing to everyone's needs, we can start the party. Yes, can I... Well, I was growing pumpkins, love, but you kind of got in the way of that. But yeah, you can see now the reason why they had to pull the camera out quite far, unfortunately, so far that it hit my structure, the dye tree has grown quite substantially. And it is looking sexy. I've got a sexy dye tree. It's all over my place. Right, let's get back to my pumpkins. And then what I'll probably do is sort of... I'll plant all my pumpkins, because why not? We might as well. Get that in there. And then... Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll plant them in the middle as a priority. Oh, there she goes. She's happy. They've barely sprouted, but she is super duper happy as you like. I'll tell you what, because it's made a nice pattern at the moment, I'm going to leave that and not do it. Yes, the seeds sprouted. We've grown a little pumpkin plant. I've heard so much about pumpkins. Apparently they taste great when you grill them, and they're really good for you too. I can't wait to try some for myself. Soon enough we'll have the dye tree back to full strength, but I'm not sure what will happen then. I've been studying it day and night to try to figure out its mysteries. Speaking of mysteries, the ghost back in the graveyard mentioned something strange. He said there was a builder who lived on this island long ago, and he's the one who turned it into a utopia. But if that's true, then when did everyone start believing the builders spread desolation and despair? If you ask me, it's not just the dye trees that's shrouded in mystery. This story about the builder is too. Nobody understands the builders. The builders of our society. And yes, indeed. Welcome, Mr. Onibushu. How many shoes can the Onibush do? The Onibush can do many shoes. Have you ever had a shoe with the Onibushu? I don't know what the fuck that was either. Hot, mostly. Interesting. I suppose technically it is summer, but it's not. It's not really sort of leapt out and slapped you in the face as the summer so far for us, at least. It's very much been a sort of quite a slow burn summer that's not really gotten started just yet. But I think it is technically summer, but still. This room sucks and the sun is hot, 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 hot. Hey, buddy. Hello. Eye-watering whack-a-lights, Felden. Furfield Farm is looking finer than ever. The long-awaited Harvest Festival approaches. Which brings me to my request, though I'm sure you already have some inkling as to what it might be. That's right, my boy. I need you to ring the builder's bell, send our building skills skyrocketing, and bring more willing workers to our farm. That is too hot. That is too hot. Basically, my system is 17 is ideal temperature for me. 17 to 18 is the ideal range. Anything above 20 is annoying. If it hits 25, fuck off. And if it goes much past 25, a substantially bigger fuck off. I mean, there's not a lot I can actually do about it, because the heat will do what the heat will do. But, yeah. And if it crops up past 25, that's the point where I just go, no, fuck off. Fuck off. And, but I swear a lot, so it doesn't, doesn't have as much impact. Arr, that's right, my boy. I need you to ring the builder's bell, send our building skills skyrocketing, and bring more willing workers to our farm. Something tells me your next bell ringing will be about a building renaissance of sorts. Don't ask me why, it's just a feeling I have. So, Veldin, your mission is clear. Fulfill your fellow villagers' requests, earn their gratitude, and ring the builder's bell once more. I will ring my own bell substantially. It is what I do. My word, everybody's got a request. My God, they're all chasing me down. Go away. Nope, they are definitely chasing me down. They are willing to jump onto the walls in order to chase me down. I desperately need some food. The one thing I almost always forget in this game. Oh, they've given up. They no longer give two shits. Right. I'll tell you what, I'll throw this out to the chat again. I can't remember the young girl's name. I can't remember the older girl's name. I think it's something like Sophia and... I don't know. Sophia and Little Girl. So, Perry, who's in the toilet. Who would you like me to do the quest for first? Perry in the toilet, Sophie, or Little Girl? I will do whichever quest you wish me to. First come, first serve. So Sophia Huggier, yes. I'll tell you what, I'll register that as a vote for Sophie, and we'll see. We'll find out if that's actually her name, of course. Which, no guarantees. Right, there we go. I think I've finished. Oh, it's Saffron. There you go. I was close with Sophie, right? It starts with an S. Oh, hello, Veldin. Furfield Farm is looking lovely lately. It's almost time to hold the Harvest Festival, and I can't think of a better place for it. But there was one little thing that is to say I wanted to ask you, if you wouldn't mind. I want you to make some bunting and decorate the entire village with it so that it looks as festive as it possibly can. Phew, I finally worked up the courage to ask Lillian. Lillian is the little girl. Little Lillian. Lillian was right all along. If there's something I want to say, I just need to jolly well say it. So there you have it. I want you to make at least 30 pieces of bunting and string them between every building in the village. Well, I can't guarantee I'm going to do that, but I'll certainly make 30 pieces of bunting and string them all over the place. Make this place look pretty. Oh, so pretty. No, there are still no roofs. There's going to be bunting. Does that appease you? Are you pleased with bunting? Right. Where is bunting? But do we have glass? No. No, we don't. You did probably miss. It's a brand new dye tree. It's a twisty-turny dye tree. In fairness, everybody missed. Everybody missed the dye tree of evolution. Because you see that structure over there that I was quite so pleased with? The back end of my kitchen? Yeah, that blocks the cinematic camera that the game has installed. So, that's fun. That's fun. Right, 30 pieces of bunting. So we want... fuck it. We'll treat them. Treat them to 50 pieces of bunting. Hell yeah. You were never promised a roof. You made that stipulation up yourself. You chose the notion that there was going to be a roof on here. Hey Blue, how are you? Who are you and what do you do? He paints miniature figures exceedingly well, I might add. So if you're ever in the market for finding out more about miniature painting, I'd highly recommend it. Yeah, fucking bunting. This is the best bunting in the world. Do you want me to go all the way around the outside of the building? Because I'm not going to. Because that's just going to be awkward. No, what we want to do is definitely get some bunting. Oh, everybody's queuing for the bath. Malroth got in the bath first. You feel the bunting needs to surround the building. Well, you are shit out of luck. Because I don't have the care. Oh, I can't place it right around the corner. Oh well. I'll just have to place a little bit there. Can't place it all the way there either. Place a little bit around the toilet. I can place it all the way around the toilet. They probably did test that, and then the devs ignored it because it'd be like a Class C bug. Oh, what, the camera view? Yeah. I do suspect they probably... Well, I suppose it's almost more a case of they probably looked at it and went, what are the odds? What are the odds some Muppet is going to build a massive great structure that actually sort of clips this area that we've placed the camera in? And it turns out that I might very well be one of the only Muppets to do that. What does the bunting provide? Sexiness. Does it need to provide anything else? No, it really doesn't provide anything technical. It just makes Saffron happy. Oh my, thank you, Veldin. With all this beautiful bunting everywhere, it feels like the Harvest Festival is here already. It's just decorative and celebratory for the Harvest Festival. Just picturing everyone celebrating among these dazzling decorations fills me with so much joy I can hardly wait. I know I ought to have asked you this already, but how did you come to Furrowfield in the first place, Veldin? Came by a boat. Goodness, you and Malroth sailed here on a ship. But the children of Hogon strictly forbid humans from sailing. The very act of travelling from one island to another is the highest heresy. Still, I must say I'm rather jealous. I've always wanted to go for a boat ride on a boat. I hear there is a great glittering city called Moonbrook on an island far to the east of here. I've always dreamed of going to visit. But they say if the children of Hargon ever catch someone sailing the seas, they lock them up and throw away the key. And you know how much they hate builders. Shudder to think what they do to you. Be very wary, Veldin. I will. Don't worry, I've got my friendly pirate, Brownbeard, I believe his name was. He's awesome. Good old Brownbeard. Let's see, we'll place a bit of bunting there. And a bit of... Oh, you bastard. Okay. It's going to take a tricky manoeuvre. I say tricky manoeuvre, it's not that tricky. Punch it on as many of those areas that I can. I suppose, arguably. Yeah, that's the ticket. Oh, didn't exactly mean to climb that, but it don't make much difference. That's locked in. I've got one piece of bunting left. I don't want the entirety of that front to be buntinged. You just got buntinged, so we'll grab another 10. That's an odd number of bunting. I don't mind. Oh, come on, here we go. Bunting, 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 hooray! Yeah, perfect amount of bunting for the front of that house. Who knew that was 11? Exactly 11. That's quite convenient. Right, let's just grab all these hearts in here since I can see them. And now, I believe... Did we? Yes, we just talked to you. So, you have another choice. Is it to be Perry, or is it to be Lillian? Who would you like me to wake up and demand a quest from? Lillian or Perry? Lillian or Perry? Lillian it whiz. Let's ruin her evening. Hello, Lillian.
Hello, I'm a little child. Hello, Veldin. I was just thinking of asking you something. How in the world did you know? Pastor Owl says that he expects great things of me. Apparently it's my time to shine. I couldn't agree more. It's time for me to step out of my sister's shadow and stride forth as a strong, independent woman. The first thing I will need is a room of my own. I'm not too fussy about the furniture. A simple stool, some straw bedding, and a torch should do the job. Oh, and obviously I'll need a nameplate too. Hang it on the wall inside so that everyone knows whose room it is.
That's the one illogical thing. And it's a shame. Because I'd suggest maybe refreshing for the delay. Unless you're on phone, in which case it might just be delayed in general. But a refresh sometimes works. Every now and again. Although I haven't dropped any frames as of yet, so I don't know. It's certainly not intended to be on a delay, but difficult to know. But yeah, you have to hang the nameplates inside the house or inside the room, which is a bit. It's a shame. Because it would be more logical to hang it on the outside, but they clearly couldn't get that one to work. They need it inside to be declared in the sort of back end of the program, I suppose. Felton, I'd be ever so grateful if you could build me a room that is mine and mine alone. Oh, and don't forget to write my name on the nameplate. I don't want there to be any confusion about who the room belongs to. Get a room. Hang a nameplate on the wall of a room and write a resident's name on it, and that room will become their very own private chamber, off limits to anyone else. Alright, let's get on with that now. Okay. There's decisions to be made. Probably going to need a lot of wood for the next bit. I'm gonna need a lot of wood. Tell you what, have we tried cooking tomatoes yet? I'm not 100% sure we have. I'm massively certain we've not cooked a fish. So what we'll do is we'll try cooking a fish. Yes, we'll place the fish in. Can you make a tower? I mean, yes, is the simple answer. Do I want to build a tower? Not specifically. However, I'm going to eat a raw tomato. Why not? Fuck it. There you go. But yes, you could build a tower, and that is where, I mean, I'm going to build something similar to a tower, maybe. I don't know if you'd classify it as similar to a tower, but I'm definitely going to build something semi-tower adjacent, I would put forth. Right, soft wood. We probably need shed loads of soft wood, so I'll tell you what, let's grab 300 blocks of soft wood. Yes, we also need a fuck ton of that, so, but probably less. Probably less there. That's the ticket, there we go. That should hopefully yield enough supplies to, somewhere. Here we go, there. Veldin makes his first fish stick. Yes, he does. And he's very proud. He's very proud of his fish stick. Let's check out the description. Fish stick. A choice fillet of fish grilled to a golden brown and served on a skewer. No, it's not a boom tish, it's a boom fish. Does Veldin like fish sticks? Probably, yeah. Bloody hope so. I mean, he will literally eat anything, in fairness. Anything you place in front of his face, he will eat. He's a good boy like that. Right, okay. Thinking time. Maybe I'll do a Rod Gilbert and just put my head against the table and go still for a prolonged period. But yes, there is the requirement of thinking time. Oh, it's thinking time. How best to accomplish my nefarious purpose? What, pray tell, is your nefarious purpose? Oh, well, it's primarily to build her a house, which, like, this Harvest Festival thing sounds lit. I'm totally turnt for it. I don't know what turnt means, but I'm assuming it's not filthy. Even eating the sticks. I mean, technically, yes, because you don't get left with a stick afterwards. Although that would have been quite an interesting, especially since there is planting pole, not exactly like a stick, but yeah, it is almost a shame that there isn't a stick in this, I don't think. There's not just a single stick. But yeah, bit of a shame they didn't do that. Bloody creature, go away, stupid foul creature. You're going to burn in the sunlight if you're not careful. Right, thinking time. Oh, of course, I remember the tomatoes. Yeah, the superior greens. Crab claws are always worthwhile cooking up because they provide defense. I've mentioned that before, but that's fine. Right, I know you'd love a room of your own so much. I'm trying to figure it out, dear. I mean, I think I'm probably just going to leap into action and see what happens, really. But, yeah. I mean, technically, in the real world, what I'm considering doing would scupper the fields, because they wouldn't get sunlight. But, you know, how far down can you go? I don't know. I've never really tried. It's not really... You don't really go down. Or at least not in Furrowfield Farm, you don't go down. You do later. Can you make... No! No, I cannot make a pit of despair. I wouldn't say no to making a pit of peril, because then I'd have to build... I'd have to build Thunderbirds in order to solve the pit of peril, which might be quite fun. Right, so let's get sexy. That's an Impractical Jokers reference, I believe. One of their challenges was to shout "Let's get sexy" on in a football field type thing. So porched window or arch window. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get 20 of each. And then, yeah, 20 of each, please. That's it. Right. Now what we'll do is we'll put that fish away. We'll grab that crab stick and get another one. Or cooked crab claw. Get another one on the go. And now let's get at least one of our windows out. I don't know whether I want... Like, I feel like maybe they can be the ground floor. And then maybe do something else. So this is the problem. I don't actually have a plan, and I'm trying to formulate a plan on the fly. And the fly is moving around, which makes it surprisingly difficult to write the plan on the back of the fly's head. It's a bloody nuisance. Could you just stand still so I can write this plan down, please? Right. Oh, if I did that, I'd have to destroy some of my bunting, and I don't really want to destroy any of my bunting. My bunting is good. My bunting is pure. Where do we feel this window would go well? I do wonder if maybe... Yeah, that's a bit high for a window. I think what we want to do is we want to knock out that wall and put our window in there. That's nice. Now what we want to do is knock out that wall. Now I've got a nasty feeling. Yeah. I don't know how to solve that problem. So maybe... No, okay, no, I'm going to have to build some supporting scaffolding so that I can get here and place my window there. That's it, and now I'm basically going to have to go along the whole row. Don't mention a fly, you'll set my kitten off. He spent most of the yesterday evening chasing a fly, he didn't get it. They rarely do, in fairness, they rarely do. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Boof, boof. There we go. Nice. A little array of windows. And now, guaranteed, what we want to do is make this another... Whoopsie doodles. That's the ticket. Now, we do want to go over the door. Yeah. Unless maybe do we want to try and do something fancy? Oops, that's not the button I was after. Does that look shit? That looks shit, doesn't it? I think that looks shit. Or does it? Do I like it? Do I not like it? Well, unfortunately, the nature of the door, no matter what, I'll tell you what I'll do. Bollocks. Temporary staircase. That's it. What I'll do is we'll fill in this side, because that needs to be done no matter what anyway. So, whoops, god damn it, we played. It's not. I mean, I probably do want double there, but not right this very second. Going. So we just want to. There we go, and then we want to run down there, right? So I don't mind the windows. I don't mind the windows. Seeing them both next to one another, I quite like the windows motif and idea. So I think what we'll do is we'll pop down here, add a couple more bits of that, and then it was the circular windows. Whoops! I mean, I definitely can place it where I want to place it. It's just being fussy again. Hey, right, marvellous. Ding 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 ding. And out we go. Right, so now we want to go. Now I do believe. Now I think I want to go one higher because I feel like this might be the better one. We'll see when I'm. We'll just cover this and look. I mean, it's not specifically a roof because technically this is a floor, but from the people below, when's a floor not a floor? When you're below the floor, it is strictly speaking a roof. A dungeon, fair enough. The camera doesn't particularly like it. Oh, actually, did I want to go... Well, no, I think free high. You can jump in here. Why you would want to specifically jump, I do not know, but, you know, nonetheless. There you go. That should do nicely as a nice little domicile. So I think that's high enough. Truth be told, I think that's high enough. We'll have to build a secondary temporary doodad. I'm just going to faint for a while. What? Because there is a roof now. Again, I probably will want to build it up another layer. Obviously, because I'm building rooms up here as well, so that's the whole point. I'm building like a block of flats, essentially, is how I'm looking at this. It's what I did last time I played the game, and it worked quite nicely. Although I can't deny my block of flats was in a completely different position last time. You see where I've got that bath over there. Oh yeah, Mega Block, yes! I am the law. I was going to say Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me, but that's the wrong one. That's Robocop. I must watch that film again. The latest one with Carl Urban. Because I've got to say, it was a fucking good film. I really wish they'd done another one of them. Because I enjoyed that one. And I respected Carl Urban so much. Because he was Judge Dredd. He kept the helmet on. He played the character. Boom. He did it perfectly. It's beautiful. Beautiful to behold. It wasn't a case of, oh, the actor needs to show his face every 5 minutes, right? So let's find excuses to take the bloody mask off constantly. But yeah, there you go. Another happy little domicile. Well, it's the same domicile as it's always been, but it's been zhuzhed up. It's been zhuzhed substantially. Right, now, at this point, what we want to do, I think, is formulate a plan on how others are going to get up to their new domiciles. Because obviously, I don't have access to elevators, so I am going to have to build a supporting structure that will hopefully be good enough to get up. So, essentially what we need to do is, I think, build stairs up to there, and yeah, that's the point where we want... what other sort of building blocks do we have? Do we have anything particularly fanciful? I don't think we do. Straw floor, I don't think is going to work all that well for my purposes. I can't deny, a vertical log, I might be able to use a vertical log in some fashion. Precisely what fashion, I don't know, but I might be able to use it in some fashion. How many stairs do I actually own? 31. We'll build another 10 stairs, because I think we're going to need a supply of stairs. Padded floor. I mean, technically I could go and deal with some padded floors. But I don't know if I really want to. I'm going to ignore that whole situation there. It's of no real consequence or importance to me. Padded walls. You are a nightmare. You and you make a pit of despair. Make a dungeon. Fuck them up. Fuck up the people. Kill them all. Take away their stair. Oh, well, that's convenient. I mean, lovely. Velden and Maros levels increased. How dare you? You've destroyed some of my stairs, you pricks. His maximum hit points increase. Oh, I've got an idea. What's my idea? Can you make a fairy tower surrounded with bunting and bread? I mean, technically, yes. Pot lid. Ah, the wooden top of a pot, fitted with a handle to serve as a shield. Sweet. I'll get on that. Once I've repaired the damage those bastards did. Also, fuck you, you've destroyed half my bunting, you bastards. Also, now my character's terribly confused. I'm going to have to repair all of this. Unbelievable. Of course I can place it there. It was there in the first place. There we go. Now I've got to find the bloody bunting. No, I apparently really have to find the bunting. Take out. What don't I need at the moment? I suppose I don't need bread all that much. There we go. Right, we've replaced our bunting. And now what we want to do is get back on board. Jesus, there's still... Even though this time I've built 2 toilets, there is still a massive queue for the toilets. Which is just like... I don't know... I suppose arguably, that's a noise I didn't necessarily need. went a bit too close to that guy while he was in the toilet, and he made noises we didn't need to hear. But I suppose arguably, I did go too close to the man in the toilet. So, whose fault is it? Technically mine, I suppose. Should have waited. Should have been patient, really, shouldn't I? But I wasn't. Right. Okay. So we've now got a tally-ho up there. And it means we do want to formulate a sort of floor here. Now I want all my sort of pathways to be 2, but I do feel like having a delightful handrail. I'll tell you what, actually. What might be... Oh, that's not the correct thing I destroyed. I don't know whether this is going to be aesthetically pleasing or not, but I feel like it might. And now we just want to build that all the way around, really. That's it. Yeah, come all the way back here. Unfortunately, now I'm just building. It's perhaps a little bit more of a tedious game, but I mean, it is called Dragon Quest Builders 2, so you kind of have to expect at some point I'm going to have to do at least a little bit of building. Right, so at this point, what we want to do ideally is, yeah, we want to pop 2 there, pop 2 there, pop a central partition. Can't deny, I could do like a hotel style thing and have a door in that central partition. I don't know. It's not really necessary. In fairness, none of this is necessary. I'm building stuff that's entirely not required at this stage, but I'm fine with that. Are you fine with that? You bloody better be. Right, so I think if we go like that, and then like that, and like that, and we are going to have to clear a bit more of this dirt here in order to basically finish off my handrail. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Shall we do a block, then that? I might use something other than a torch, but I'll leave the torch for now. It'll be a nice enough sort of extra. And then what I wouldn't mind doing, where did I put those logs, those vertical logs? This is entirely unnecessary, much like most of the things I do. But this is purely for the aesthetics of it. And to make it sort of... There you go. It's now got a nice little supporting pillar. Isn't that delightful? Can't really necessarily do that this side, because if I put a supporting pillar here, it's going to interfere with my path, which is less than ideal. But still, you know, never mind. I'll say one thing I wouldn't mind doing. Let's get rid of that path now, because I don't need it. I installed the windows. You stepped away for a moment. Have I missed any roofs being built? Not yet. There are currently no more roofs. Yes. Yeah, I was going to say we've got our roof floors again. We've still got our roof floor here. Right. What we want to do is build. So it's the two in the centre. I will have to go and get more doors, but that's, you know, par for the course, really. Now, what I want to do is that one. I'll have to rebuild the other side. Plus, this is going to be bloody awkward to do. Okay. Nope. Well, I suppose I'm going to be removing the supporting window in a moment or two. Oh, no, or not. No, there we go. Marvellous. That got it. There we go. Cool. I just needed the ability to get outside. Because unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, and I'm willing to be proven wrong, there is a sort of Dragon Quest Builders expert present. You can feel free to inform me if you happen to know. Oops, no. Careful. Careful which bit you destroy. That's it. That's the ticket. Whee! Crunch of the limbs. That's fine. It's not a problem. Place the supporting window, then place the real window. Yep. There we go. Down we go again. And tally ho. But I don't recall, and I'm willing to be proven wrong, as I say, I don't recall a way of you being able to... Oh, that's not quite what I want. Bollocks. Hang on. I want. Let's use it for now to get rid of the supporting window. I don't recall any way of you being able to sort of rearrange items. You have to... They go down the way you're facing. So in order to get the windows to go down properly, I think you do have to be facing the thing, which means there's going to be a lot of supporting structures that are perhaps slightly... I mean, I definitely can place it there, again, so don't play silly buggers. So, I mean, I think it did sort of... Yeah, it did start flush there, and I think you wrap round, and yeah, your stairs will start flush there. I don't think... Yeah, I was going to say that one, however, will not place. But we do still need... yeah, we need two more upon this before we install... to think, you asked for one roof. Because I'm building a massive set of flats, block of flats here, you're going to get multiple roofs in one building. That's how efficient I am. Unfortunately, I'm not very efficient at building because I just fucked that. I suppose I'll possibly end up building some ladders to make it easier for me to navigate this building, but no, not that one. Not yet, anyway. Again, it may seem inefficient to destroy blocks that look like they should work, but I mean, I haven't got an excuse. It's inefficient. But I want to make sure... I want to just work on one floor at a time, really. I will expand where necessary. Right. I suppose I arguably want to utilise the old jump method. Or at least the jump method will suffice. Right, so I think we'll probably get away with a couple of blocks there, a couple of blocks there. And then... I'm not I don't plan on doing another floor just yet. We're going to stick with just this secondary floor, and then deal with Lillian's room, and then we can also deal with other people's rooms if we want. But for now, hopefully this will work out the way I want it to work out, which is a free block high room, which technically they only have to be 2 blocks high, but I feel adding that extra bit of room makes the rooms just a touch less claustrophobic. Because obviously our characters are technically about 2, probably maybe 1.5 blocks. I'll have a closer look in a moment, but I think the characters are about 2-ish blocks high. Yeah, it's closer to sort of, with my hair, I suppose, it's closer to about 1 3/4 perhaps, but nonetheless, just imagine if you had a roof over your head that was kind of just a fraction of your height higher, and you would probably feel claustrophobic, wouldn't you? Whereas here, it's unnecessary, but I feel like the fact that you can sort of jump in the room does aid significantly. Right, so I believe it was these windows. I hope I'm correct. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I'm correct. I realise technically I haven't got a door yet, but that's not a huge problem at this exact moment in time. Right, so the next step, I will continue this staircase, despite saying I'm not actually. Whoops, that's in the wrong place. I suppose I'm best to get rid of this. Right, that'll do. Just a tiny crunch of my legs, but I'll eat some grilled greens because, in fairness, I do require some greens in my life. Right, poodle around here. Tally ho. Unfortunately, doors are entirely required, because otherwise you don't. Now, how did I do it? Did I do it on literally on the ends of the stairs? Yeah. Yeah, so literally just on the ends. Not a problem. The pumpkins are looking okay. I don't think the pumpkins are grown fully yet. I think you do get the traditional orange pumpkin, but I might be mistaken. Right, and now let's just place a. What? Fuck me! You literally did the same mistake a second time in the row, didn't you? Yep. Yeah, you did. Oh well. If at first you don't succeed, do exactly the same mistake a second time, and then try again. The pumpkin, the king of ghosts. Exactly. Right. There we go. The problem is, it feels like you should have to look down in order to place the block there, but because you're partially there on that block, you are still sort of in the same line. But still, if there's one thing I've learned from out-of-context images I've seen of Doctor Doom, it's that doors are for peasants. I see. That is one of the more wild things I have ever heard a person say, I think. But there you go. Right, so let's get this bit in place. Mauroff, don't do it. It's not worth it. I know you might be sad, but it's not worth killing yourself over, son. I'll build in this bit of flooring as well. Am I surprised you said it though? Not incredibly, but it is a peculiar one. Tally-ho. Because as I say, I might expand it so that it's an even higher tower at some point in time. But that point in time is not going to be now. Especially because I've run out of bloody wood. Looks like I was 1 block shy in my estimation, so did quite well. And this block out here is going to be a handrail at some point. Now, do I want to try and build up? Yes, I do, because I think that might actually look quite pleasant. Because I think, if I'm correct, is that the corner? Yeah, I think that's the corner there. So we'll do there. Can't deny it. The last step of this, yeah. Bloody awkward. Oh, I suppose that'll do. Yeah, alright, that'll do. Not perfect, but it's sufficient. And now we'll support this corner perhaps as well. Oh no, I think that's actually on my farm. Yeah, that's actually on the farm, which is slightly problematic. I could support it, but it would look a little bit silly. Fuck it. As I say, technically speaking, you don't need to support the structure. I'm just trying to make it look like it's perhaps a real structure. It's like I don't need to put in a handrail around this area, but I'm going to, because I think it might look quite nice. Given that I know you've seen me type the phrase, remember that time Spider-Man killed Mary Jane with radioactive spider semen. I do know you do enjoy wheeling that one out on occasions, which I don't blame you. I'm not in any way, shape or form suggesting I blame you for wheeling that out on occasion, because it is absolute insanity. Right, what was I trying to do? Doors, that's what I'm trying to do. 2 doors, please. 2 doors down. Superb, right. And that should finish off these as lovely little rooms. Marvellous. Double marvellous. And what we go here. Now let's figure out... Yeah, I mean, it's probably got to be them, really, isn't it? Just the standard wooden fencing. And that's the only thing I've got at the moment that would make for a decent handrail. Yeah. Do I happen to have any of those candles left over? No. I have to go scavenge some more if I desired candles. Right. Will you? No, you won't. So it's going to have to look like that, which isn't too bad. Because what's quite nice about these fence posts is they do combine. They've got the little chain link icon, if you were wondering why they're able to combine with each other. They don't have to combine with each other. You can sort of... darn, I run out. Darn it all. I ran out of bits. So I'm going to have to build some more. About 50 more. Jesus, I'm definitely going to have to go out and scavenge some more wood. 50 was too many, but, you know, I'm kind of future-proofing it. So that hopefully I will not be desperate for them in the foreseeable future. Yeah! Woohoo! Looking good. I'll tell you what, we'll deal with this handrail now. Try and put... because I imagine this is a health and safety nightmare at the moment. Stairs up to an open rooftop. No safety barriers. No warning tape. I've got bunting. I don't think bunting's going to sort your problem, mate. Oops. But arguably, maybe it would look nice to have that in the corner. Maybe that one as well? Maybe. That one? Oh, actually, yeah, I'll tell you what, that might work. Could you? There you go. Because then it starts looking a little bit more like it's connected, but I don't like that one. You bastard. Well, fine. Just destroy them both and replace that one. There we go. I'll do. Yeah, I don't mind the corner being 2. I definitely don't mind that, but I didn't like that top of the stair one being 2 there. Gonna run out of sodding. Didn't you literally just say you've future-proofed it by bringing in a load of these things? Yeah, I did. I used them all. Fuck's sake. Is it elf and safety? I don't think there's elves here, so no. I'm pretty certain it's all just human characters. Well, I say that. Humans and monsters, because obviously the pastor is a monster. Seems a bit harsh when you just say it out of context, but I mean, technically he is. He is officially a monster. Right, I'll tell you what, one other thing I wanted to do. I want to... where are they? So I've got 4 houses. God damn it, monsters attacking me again. replace that with that. I'm hoping other people can deal with this, but I suspect they can't, can they? Because they're going to start destroying half my shit again. Fucking bastards. Please don't destroy... You're fucking shitting me. That is a substantial amount of destruction. Son of a bitch. I have to repair all of that. And do you know what? Repairs ain't cheap, son. Costs money. And also... don't always have the ingredients out to fix these things. Also, bunting's been taken down as well. God damn it. I might have to consider the idea. Is that rear bunting gone as well? Yeah, rear bunting gone. Unbelievable. Who trashes your rear bunting? Disgusting. That's true. Well... Wrigley is a monster, so I did technically correct myself on that one. Because Wrigley is considered a monster creature rather than a human creature. But you're right, I did forget Wrigley. The sentient worm that rocks around and deals with my fields. Yeah, right. Let's build that shield, because... Oh, and my training togs! I forgot all about my training togs, bloody hell. Build that, build the shield. There we go. And now, I suppose, arguably, I can show you... I think I sort of briefly touched upon it. Fucking dietary in the way. But yeah, you've got... Where's that shield gone? Here we go. You've got different equipment slots here. Shield slot, armour slot, sword slot. I was going to say mystery slot, but let's be honest, look at it. It's a fishing rod, isn't it? It's a fishing rod. Quite clearly a fishing rod. So fishing rod slot. Chisel. Can't quite... Oh, no, I do remember what a chisel is. If you want to angle... a tile, a cube. So if you want your cube to be sort of cut in half, I think, essentially, you use the chisel. Then that is the... I think it's a trowel. Looks like a trowel, because it is a trowel. Can't quite recall. I think it's if you want to replace a floor. So what you have to have is the floor you want in your inventory and highlighted, and then you use the trowel and it whips around and replaces the floor beneath you with a brand new bit of floor that you've highlighted in your inventory. And then that's... I mean, it's an ocarina. I can't recall what the ocarina does. And I must admit, not entirely sure what that is. Sort of a spinny, wibbly thing, I think. But I can't remember what it does in a more legitimate, sort of actual sense. But pot lid, we just equip the pot lid, and we now have a pot lid on our arm. And it just goes alongside the sword, and that's it. Does the rod have the luck of the sea? I don't know. What's that from? Is that from a thing? Am I supposed to know that thing? Because unfortunately I don't know the thing. Training togs, there we go. So yeah, at the moment... That is a uniform of flexible fabric that makes movement a breeze. Increases movement speed and increases my defense. And the builder's workwear. Ordinary attire. The training togs are superior. Look at them. Now I really look Dragon Ball Z. Not that I didn't in the first place, because obviously it's Akira Toriyama. Say it quickly enough and it comes out slightly better, I think. Try and say it without thinking and it sort of goes better for you, I've found. Right. Get a welcome mat here. And get a welcome mat there. Sweet. What I might do is I'll ditch the togs. I'll ditch the old builder's attire in here, perhaps. Although, I can't actually... Oh, that's interesting. Gold chests are decorative only. That's fine. I can live with that. Just wasn't something I was fully aware of. It's an enchantment from Minecraft. Makes rare catches more likely. Oh, I haven't played Minecraft in so long. That's why I had no clue whatsoever. Right, so our girl wants a room. Now, I do feel like Lillian... Well, nah, fuck it. The small child. She's a small child. She can hoof it upstairs, can't she? Let's be honest. But, I tell you what, I did say... Maybe make a adjoining room. And because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sister next to her, I think it's not unreasonable. Because then she has, literally just enough for 2 doors, which is one more door than I needed. So that's fine. I didn't mean to do 2 doors, unless I do want to sort of... but I think traditionally you would only have 1. And that should re-engage the rooms? Yeah, nice. Right, so, at this point, what we need to do, if we can, because I've run out of wood... so yeah, unfortunately everything requires wood, so that's slightly problematic. We've already got a bed, so we'll pop the bed in. I've got a feeling those pumpkins might have actually grown to their maximum. I think they may very well be green pumpkins. Right, so let's see. Tell you what, we'll have a bit of straw floor. Then we'll have the straw bedding. And then do we still have stairs? Yes, we do. No, yes, stairs, not what I was thinking. It's fine. And then... just... that'll do nicely. Instead of the window. And then, yeah, fuck it. We'll take out that book instead of the ladders. We don't need the ladders at the moment. And shall we give her a personal pot to piss in? Nah, I don't think so. She can make do with the outdoor toilet. She wouldn't use it anyway, I'd like to point out. That would be aesthetic only. All of this is going to be aesthetics only. I will just clarify that one. Pop a couple of sconces there. And then let's go through to this room. Pop a couple of sconces. Whoops, that's the wrong area for a sconce, you fool. You pop a sconce there. Buffoon. Right, and now what I'm thinking is... shall we do it there? Yeah, go on. We'll give it a go, see what I think it looks like. Not 100% terrible. Looks a bit more like I've made her a sort of chicken's roost. But I'll tell you what, I might... coop, yes, that is the... oh, I didn't mean to destroy all of it. All I was going to do was bring it out 1. Whoops, not on the floor. Up there. Oh, that does sort of jut out into the room a bit too much, doesn't it? It's a little bit of an invitation, isn't it? Really, isn't it? You're peering through the door, and all you can see is, oh, the stairs to her bed. I think I will do it, but I might. Really, whoops! Ah, you bastard! Get up, you prick! It's not your bed. I'm struggling to get the A button where I need it to be. There we go. What I might do is pop it sort of there. There we go. Now it's a bit more sort of a bit elevated, a bit in the corner. And then she can have a sort of a reading box, because, you know, we are sort of rural, aren't we? So right in the middle. And we'll make this sort of a twinned, sort of partially symmetrical thing. As symmetrical as one can perhaps get. We'll pop out some decorative. Wait, why not? Go on, have a go. Opposite sides of the door. That's it. There you go. Beautiful. It's fucking beautiful, isn't it, mate? Yeah, it is. Right, what we want to do is make sure. Can I build a straw bed? I think I can. Can't I? Surely. Yeah, there you go. I can make another straw bed. I'll get that done nicely. I take it there wasn't any other beds available, I don't think. Like a slightly fancier bed at the moment. No, there's not. And if I want to put in sort of an official stool, which I might do. I might choose to put in an official stool in her bedroom. But what can I say? If I'm desperate, I might find myself needing to put a stool in her bedroom. Whoops, that's yet again the wrong tool button. Right, there we go. And now, let's just exit the hard way and run over to the trees in the middle of the night. That wasn't really the plan. Oh well. We'll just have to live with the gun. Good lad. Good lad. Carry on. Carry on swinging, Malroth. Carry on swinging. I might have to... I'm going to eventually have to go further afield for my my wood. But I should think this little crop will solve my problems for now, I think. Carry on digging away. Dig, dig, diggity, dig, dig, diggity, dig, dig, diggity, dig. Oh, it's not technically digging, is it? It's hammering. Ham, ham, hammery, ham, ham, hammery, ham, ham, hammery, ham. Have you got a hammery ham? I don't think you should hammer the ham. They don't need tenderizing traditionally. You can just eat slices of ham. Do the ham, do the ham, do the ham, ham, do the ham, do the ham, do the ham, ham, do the ham, do the ham, do the ham, ham, the hams, the hammy hams. Have you eaten hammy hams? Where the hell is this? Is this just to the swamp? To the swamp! Yes, we have been there. That's fine. But I don't need to fuck with you two, or you three, or you anything. Okay, I might need to fuck with you now. You launched a fireball, my friend. Might actually have to deal with you. Just because, I don't know. I'll allow it to slide at the moment. If they follow me too much further, I will fuck them up. But it does seem a little bit unfair that they've just launched a fireball at my friend's backside. Right, let's gather my tomatoes. Might as well. Not too fussed about necessarily sort of gathering every single crop every single time, because as they specified, there is a limit to the amount of times they can regrow. But since we've not had a huge array of tomatoes just yet, and the tomatoes are now flowing downstream, which is interesting. Do the coop. I am doing the coop. Oh, I think that's an old message. I thought that just cropped up again. Right, and now, as I say, I think, yeah, there you go. The pumpkins are... They are green pumpkins. I only really know the sort of... the more obvious Halloween-y orange pumpkin, but one assumes green pumpkins exist. Possibly, I suppose. Maybe that is a Japanese variation of pumpkin that we don't see much of outside of Japan. I don't know. Obviously, this is not technically set in Japan, but being built by Japanese developers, you could easily consider it normal practice that they would just use a pumpkin they are used to seeing as their pumpkin requirements. I will cook a bit of pumpkin because apparently they said it was good stuff. Now there's a part of me wondering if it's going to end up being pumpkin pie, but I'm not 100% convinced of it. But we'll wait and see. Oh, does she want a torch? Oh, I think she specifically wants a torch, so I might actually have to put a torch in the room. Oh, I didn't need to build any extra torches, but oh well. It covers my losses, doesn't it? So that's fine. Oh, kabocha, Japanese for... Oh, is it? Oh, there you go. Sometimes, a little bit of guesswork. Oh, it's just... Is that just great grilled greens? Yeah, great grilled greens. Oh, that's disappointing, isn't it? We've already got great grilled greens. Yeah, great grilled greens. That's what the tomatoes build as well, isn't it? Well, that's disappointing. So much for it's well worth cooking pumpkins. Not. I can do that with tomatoes. I was expecting so much more, game. So much more. Oi! Oi! It's not your room! Not your room, dickhead! Me. Tell you what, let's take down that sconce. And then what we need to do is grab our nameplates. Instead of the sacks of wheat, and then we also need to grab, I don't know where they are, the stools. Where are the stools? Oh, the stools are here. Cool. So, as I say, what we'll try and do, I feel like, definitely feels like there is a way, or at least it feels like there should be a way to place the stools and rotate them without having to sort of reposition yourself completely, but as far as I can tell, that's actually not true. Right, place the nameplate, and right, whose room should this be? This should be a Lillian's. Lillian's room has been completed. And what I'll probably end up doing, unless she's satisfied. Is she satisfied? I feel like that might be a sarcastic nice. Oh yeah, I think she is satisfied. So, oh shite, I've just knocked a hole in the wall. Don't worry, I'm a professional builder. I can fix it up again, but soz about knocking a hole in the wall. But you know, I had to build a nameplate. Whose room? This is her sister Saffron, so that they are next to one another. Yeah, Saffron's room. Oh, so interestingly enough, there is, as you saw there, that's a system that's introduced more later on. At the moment, it's just establishing the fact that you can have rooms with ownership. Oh, my goodness. You built a room for me, and it's just like I asked. Thank you ever so much, Feldin. Why not build rooms for the others, too? You just need to hang a nameplate in a room and write someone's name on it, and everyone will know it belongs to them and them alone. By the way, Veldin, some of the other villagers mentioned that you and Malroth came here to find some people to help you grow a little greenery on your island. Well, I'd be more than happy to help. I'd love to see more of the world, so when you're ready to go back home, don't hesitate to invite me along. Yay! I've recruited a small child. Fuck's sake. Oi, Clayton. Clayton, you prick. Yeah, look. Awkward. He's very much in your bed. And I don't think you invited him to be in your bed. Except you seem to be... Oh no, you're going elsewhere. I thought you were leaving. No. Okay. You see that, Clayton? You see that, Clayton? You have made a woman sleep on the floor of her own bedroom. You prick. You utter prick. Chivalry? Very much dead. Very much dead. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do with those spare sconces. I only have limited sconces, so... we'll pop them on the outside, so that we've got a nice lit path. Lit, brah. Nice lit path to be getting on with there. Superb. Genuinely quite satisfied. Was he ever up in your estimations? I doubt it. I should really put more beds in here, but fuck it, they're fine on the floor. It's not like real life where they'd screw up their backs beyond comparison. Right, so I think by process of elimination, we are going to do Perry's one. Although Perry is fucking off quickly. Oh wait, I've gotten confused. Perry! Perry sauce, where you gone? Dickhead. He confused me. He had 1,000 doppelgangers all in the same uniform. Apart from they had hats on, which should have made it obvious, but nonetheless. It wasn't as obvious as I would have liked. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to the Harvest Festival, Veldin. Rosie says they used to make decorations out of pumpkins and put them all around the village to get everyone in a harvesty mood. If we're going to do this festival, we might as well do it right. So how about it, Veldin? Can you think of anything pumpkin-y we can decorate village with? Pumpkins? Pumpkins. It's probably going to be pumpkins, isn't it? Just do me this one favour and I'll never ask anything of you ever again. If you come up with something special, stick 3 of them around farm and then get it all looking harvesty. Eureka! Car, 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 car! A jack-o'-lantern, a gigantic gourd with a funny face, illuminated from the inside. It is a special variation of lighting, because it lights things, obviously. More grilled greens, that'll do nicely. I think I'll go back to regularly cooking crab claws, because as I've mentioned it before, the crab claws, when cooked, provide you both hunger and a defense boost, which is quite useful in a predicament. Especially because they yield health as well, if you were wondering. Right, he wanted 3. Shall we do more than 3? No, I think we can probably stick to 3. Don't necessarily need a huge array of jack-o'-lanterns. Whoops. Collect that crab claw. I will start cooking some tomatoes as well. Oops, I ate the tomato. Whoops. I want you to cook the tomatoes. I suppose, in fairness, he's like any chef, isn't he? He sees the food and goes, I don't know what, fuck it. I'm going to wolf it down. 1 for the pot, 1 for the chef. That's how all good chefs work. It's also had all good chefs get incredibly fat because you then eat the food afterwards as well. So invariably you end up with a large volume of stuff. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Oh, that's not exactly what I'd intended because I'm using the wrong tool again. Who would have guessed? Right. Yeah, that's quite nice actually. I quite like that. Grinning down on you like a fucking maniac. Right, where else do we feel we want one? Possibly over here, but this area might look like it's just blank space, but I don't know if I'm correct or not. But I have in mind that there is going to be a purpose for this at some point in the not too distant future. But I can't. The weird thing is, I feel like it should have been earlier. It should have cropped up earlier than it has. So I am slightly sort of wondering precisely where that might end up being. But I'll tell you what, let's put just up slightly higher. There you go. That's quite nice. I do quite like that actually. You can just eat tomatoes raw, can't you? So I'll tell you what. Since I've got quite a large volume of tomatoes, I will pop your breakfast tomorrow, if you like it or not, frankly, is a dickload of tomatoes. How many tomatoes can you fit in your dick? 30, because that's how many I've put there, and I called it a dickload. Right, there's probably, yeah, there's a whole bunch of food for me as well. That's handy. I say for me. Whoops, didn't mean to deposit my herb. But never mind, we'll pop those back in my bag and then take my herb out again. That's the one. There goes my acid reflux over breakfast. Oh, what? Because it's full. It's all tomatoes. Yeah. Right, we need one more place for one of our delightful. Oh, I tell you what, that might look quite nice. Right, what we'll do is, yeah, I think we'll pop it there, and we'll pop it there, and then I'm going to go get a second. I'm going to go get one more pumpkin, specifically of the Halloweeny variety. Cook that tomato. That's the one. Oh, goddamn monsters. I need to deal with them early this time so that they don't destroy much of my property. Whoops, that's the wrong button. That's fine. Goddamn! Literally just said so they don't destroy much of my property. And what do we find? Destroyed a huge shed load of my property. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Oops, that's not what we want. Ah, Mr. Butternut, how's the night soil? I don't know. Probably plentiful, in fairness. Probably plentiful. Right, let's get that there. And now we need to swap that out for my rods again. That's it. So that we can finally go boom, boom, boom. There we go. Right. I will check the night soil in the not too distant future. There we go. See, do I want them that way? And it's quite nice because they're staring at you. But there's a part of me wondering if I want them facing outwards. Yeah, I think I want them facing outwards. I'll deal with Perry first. Blimmin' Ekvelden. These jack-o'-lanterns look even better than I imagined. With these things livening the place up, the Harvest Festival's sure to be a success. Make more of them if you like. You can never be too prepared for a party. Oh, and speaking of preparations, do you remember what Pastor Al said about how people used to get dressed up in hair-raising clubber for the Harvest Festival? Well, I've been doing some research, and I reckon I've got figured out exactly what it was they all used to wear, so you can leave costume creation to me. Do we all have to wear these costumes? And I'm really a fan of fancy dress. Blimey, there's always a party pooper, ain't there? Come on, don't be such a killjoy. Be careful what you call me, Perry, or I'll show you joy's not the only thing I can kill. There's no need for violence, Mr. Malroth, sir. Let's not do anything rash now. Anyway, thanks for making the jack-o'-lanterns, Helen, and look forward to the costumes, won't you? Fucking psycho you walk around with. Right, anyway, I'll tell you what's probably going to be easier if I actually keep mistakenly using the tool at inappropriate times. Now I've very much got an opportunity to use the tool in a sort of slightly better way. But yeah, I'm slightly tempted. Maybe, I don't know. What we've got, I think, is they're going to forever just screw up my front of my building, front of my home, which is disappointing to say the least. Right, I think the next step... Oh, the next step, I'll tell you what, let's go check out. This is just for you, Butternut. You've got an exclusive footage of a man collecting 36 poos. And another 50 poos! Well, you can tell the left toilet gets more use, can't you? 50 compared to the 30. My word. Shitting up a storm in the left toilet. And yet the right toilet is oddly unused. Right. We'll leave one of them on the old grill as we put one over here. I think probably the easiest way, bare minimum, is either travel there or there. Probably that way, I think. Whee! Zoom! That's what I loved that in the original sort of Dragon Questy games. When you use the spell, I was explaining it last week as well. If you use the spell in a cave, you go zoom, bang, and you bash your head against the top of the cave, fairly obviously, because that's what caves do. They have roofs, and if you leap quite high upon the roof, you will smash your brain in. But, oh, hello, what's this? Hey, Velden, look over there. There's a bunch of guys that you've already met and talked to. Why do you reckon those bodkin archers are loitering around like that? Surprised it wasn't bursting out the bathroom doors with that many. Yeah, you're quite right. Come on, let's ask him and find out. Oh, bit of string. Never going to say no to a bit of string. Tally ho, hip hop, up we go, hip, into your tree. I'll tell you what, let's just make sure we save it, because I haven't in quite some time. And I mean, the autosave's done a reasonable job, I think, but it is slightly concerning because it is, in fairness, well, about 15 minutes ago, which isn't too bad, but also not great news either.
A human approaches, and with good timing he does. Bodkin archers we are, green-faced warriors, guardians of greenery, and protectors of the green forest we are. But recently, to the children of Hargon, more and more of my warriors defect. Turn to the dark side, they have.
Turn to the dark side, they have. Do it.
Turn to the dark side.
They do sort of speak like Yoda, in fairness, because they have the sort of backwards dialogue, and they are sort of green, and they wield a bow. I don't think that last one's Yoda, but still, nonetheless.
The forest they have vowed to protect they destroy. Remain steadfast, we bodkin archers do, but not so staunch where the bodkin boars, and suffer them to remain we cannot. Need your help we do. Defeat the bodkin bowyer traitors, and a gift I will give you, an amazing item that can create the forest it is. Infest our forest these purple-faced traitors do, 10 of them you must defeat. I can't quite decide where I'm from. I'm a bowyer barcher. A barcher? Yes, I'm a bowyer barcher. And here. I don't know. Whoops, that's not quite what we were after. I don't think there's a way of actually utilising the shield as such. I think the shield is just a decorative and defense buff. It's not an actual sort of... I don't think there is a shield mechanic in the game, but I might be wrong. The accent's moving around more than those monsters. Indeed. As always. Let's kill this guy and shit in his face. Then maybe piss on his corpse. That would always be a viable option. An unpleasant one, but a viable option. Gonna swat you. Gonna end your life. Did we just complete that? No, I don't think so. We need to get some more. But that's not a problem, because the respawn weight is quite high. Did you just say wait? Yes, I did. Did you have to point it out? I don't think anybody would have noticed without you telling them. that you had a touch of the Jonathan Wasses. Oh dear. Well, fort human, bent on destroying the forest those Bodkin boyas were, but you'd stop them, you did. Know your secret I do, a builder you are, yes? Mention a gift I did here. 10 acorns I give you, acorns they are. Plant them in healthy soil you should, and grow a tree will. Plant enough, and a forest you shall have. And grow a forest you must, builder, grassy meadows too, to the children of Hargon we must not give in. Remember the alliance you must, an ancient pact between the humans, the Bodkin archers, and the fat rats. Much more to say I have, young builder, but for a long time already I have been speaking. If for no knowledge you thirst, if to hear my tale again you hunger, then speak with me again. I probably will, because I think that's going to be... oh no, okay, maybe I'll talk to him again, but... The builder I've heard so much about you, that is, so dopey a look, much dopier than I expected. A builder came here long ago, they say. Gallant he was, bold he was, wise he was. Most incredible young man. It matters not. When the dye tree died, so too did the soil. Suffer greatly we did. Hunted by the children of Hargon we were. Young builder, if to restore the dye tree you intend, aid you the alliance may. A covenant ages old. The alliance is between the Bodkins, the fat rats, the Wrigleys, and the humans. Forgotten by most, this fact is, but the leaders of the tribes keep its memories alive. Keep hope alive. One day overflow with the greenery, this island will. When the ill wind blows no more, life returns. To the peninsula beyond here have you been? In the graveyard, away from prying eyes, there's a collection of seeds. If you've not investigated the place, suggest you take a look. I have investigated that place. I've also dealt with all of the things you've asked me to deal with. Which is nice. Because that means what we can do... I'll tell you what we might do first. I'm going to pop over to... I don't know which side is going to be more efficient, but if we pop over to Fat Rat Rise, I can see there is a sort of... Oh dear, that's quite high, isn't it? Oh, there's also... Oh no, that's a standard fella, I think. I don't think that's a special man. It's just... Oh, unless is that in the cave, maybe? Are we heading in the right direction? That's the crucial thing. Yes, we are. So I do wonder if it's going to end up being down there in the cave. Assuming that is a cave. That is a cave, okay. Let us roll into the cave and see what we can find. I do not know. Hey, look at that. Isn't it majestic? Not entirely sure what it wants me to do. I see. Well, I don't 100% see, but I do sort of see. Do you want me... Do you actually give clues? I don't think you ever do actually give a clue. No, you don't. I'm sort of... Yeah. Sort of wondering... Yeah, that sort of brings down the water. It does make me wonder, can I just plop that down there? Shove a load of water in there? Yeah, I can. Cool. Yeah, it's not nowhere near as difficult as I wondered if it was going to be, but still. But yeah, I wondered... I don't know whether maybe they'd intended you to do so or not. Maybe it's supposed to be you'd found it before you got the jug, perhaps. I don't know, but I'd wondered if they were wanting you to sort of guide the water round. Why is the water brown? Because it's dirty water. That's it. There's no clever response there. It's dirty water. That's why. It's because this place is horrible and disgusting and nasty. And, you know, we're trying to improve upon it, but the soil is spoiled. If you look here, oh, in fairness, there you go. If I can find the inventory button. Spoiled soil in fertile earth, littered with detritus and disgusting dross. And then what we're trying to do is bring back a simple block of solid soil
So everything, as far as the eye can see, is spoiled beyond repair. And that's basically our quest. We are trying to... What is over there? Interesting. I feel like I must have been over there, but still. Dross, does it have a stabby worm boss in it? I don't think so. The worms are our friends. I wouldn't consider my... See? See, the worms are our friends. Look at him. He's a friendly man. And we're going to do a quest for him. We're going to do a quest for our wriggly friend. Oh, yes, we are. Pop a tomato on the griddle. And get your... Where you gone, Ridley?
Well then, what's that soy smell? Have ye found an acorn, have ye? If ye plant an acorn in nice, healthy soil, you must de-dross the dirty detritus.
Damn straight I do. That's Wrigley's entire job, in fairness.
If ye plant an acorn in nice, healthy soil, you'll get a nice, healthy tree for your troubles. That's another great way to green up the island, so 'tis. Far as I'm concerned, acorns are the next best thing after worm food when it comes to greenery growing, so go right ahead and fill this farm with trees. You just have to put an acorn in good soil to get a tree growing, but it takes forever for them to grow to full size. If you're not a fan of waiting, you can always use some fertilizer before you plant the acorn, and your tree will shoot right up, so it will.
Veldin, Wrigley... I'm small girl, child. I'm in pond. Pond is practically higher than my head. I don't know how I'm... one of the new floors has an altar version called the Dross. I see. I have not encountered that. I couldn't help but overhear you talking. Just give me a moment. I need to just keep my head above the water. You're talking about... planting trees. I just wanted to let you know that I think that's an absolutely wonderful idea. But if we're going to go through all the trouble of growing a growth of trees, why stop there? What I really want is a way to play with them. She wants to play with the trees.
Now, ain't that a fine idea? Let's grow ourselves a nice big tree and dangle something off it to make a lovely little playground. I've got a new recipe. It's a swing, a seat suspended by ropes for relaxation and pendulation.
The phrasing in this game and its use of language and stuff is just absolutely beautiful. I adore... I mean, in fairness, that's Dragon Quest in general. But yeah, I do absolutely adore it beyond comparison. But there you go. They just have this such a wonderful turn of phrase that makes you very happy. Right, I must admit, that's taken over a little bit more than I'd anticipated taking over, but never mind. Let's get ourselves our acorns. Probably don't need those at the moment. So now, I don't know specifically where I would like to plant this tree for the best. I'm thinking maybe what I might do is I'll plant one there. Oh, I was supposed to fertilise the soil, you dipshit. Oh, I need a lot more fucking fertiliser. Oh, I see. I've lost the grass now. Oh, well. I'll have to deal with the loss of grass in the not too distant future, but I'll need I'll need several more fertilisers. I can only have 2 more fertilisers. Because fuck me, that must take a lot of wheat. 10 wheats, okay. Well, we're going to have to be very careful with where we place our fertiliser. Because as much as we've got an endless and infinite supply of people shit, we do not have an endless supply of wheat. He says standing next to the wheat field. Sharp. Now have a lot more wheat. I'll still be relatively careful because I do seem to be getting a lot of wheat seeds as well from this, which is quite useful. In a way, it's useful. I'm not entirely sure what they are. They don't appear to have sort of Oh, I see what's happened. Part of my field's been trashed, hasn't it? What I can probably do... let's deal with this fertiliser first, because what I'm planning on doing is popping it in the middle there. That's it. And now let's deal with the acorn. Because my plan is to build a tree. I built it on the corner now, so we'll keep it central. And then we'll build it right in the centre of that piece. And hopefully that'll net me a few nice trees. But right, what I plan on doing, not that, because that's the wrong tool. I think actually if I use the gloves... No, that's the wrong thing to pick up, sir. Pick up that. That'll ditch the field. Then I'll pop it back down. That'll re-engage the field, which will have my boy Wrigley even. That's the ticket. There we go. Now we shall re-engage that farm. And what we'll do is if we pop into here... I need... Wait, can I access my inventory? No. So I'll need to... take out those seeds. Take out those cabbage seeds instead of the acorns for now. That's it. Because if I place the seeds in here, my people will deal with it. And I'll take out that. I'll take out those. Yeah, I might as well take out the kelp. Whoops, no, I don't want to take that out in favour of that. Right, okay, that's fine. Can we get that straight to... Oh, there we go. I can open the bag from within here. I really thought I could, and it just seemed to not be a thing, and then suddenly, actually, it was a thing. Right, so, I think in the not too distant future we'll have a tree. But for now, what we'll do is we'll just wander around here. And inside this chest, what we'll do is we'll pop a bunch of these. About 24. I'll keep 10 to myself. Then I'll put all of the kelp, and then I'll put all of the scallywinkles because they should cook all of those. All of the kelp, grass seed, not going to be hugely useful. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Right, that should deal with the kitchen. And then we can pop down here. And I am considering I might, at this point in time, it might be well worth... Right, I think there's going to be general detritus in here as well. So we'll grab all of those. Because basically what this sort of barn type thing does is they just sort of go scavenging essentially. And then they'll deposit anything they've kind of quote unquote scavenged into that chest, and that's where you find yourself with your bits and bobs. And then what you can do here is this is the kitchen chest, and what you'll find is whatever you put in the kitchen chest will be cooked by the kitcheneers, which at this point in time I think it is only Lillian and Saffron who will be doing cooking. Possibly a little bit sexist, but you know, also it might just be that they're the only skilled chefs. But they are, I'm relatively confident in saying, they are the only ones who actually do any cooking. It's pissing it down with rain. I didn't know that. And so, yeah, theoretically at some point, we'll pop that back as wheat there. And this one, pop that as cabbages. So theoretically they'll deal with that. Okay, here we go. My trees are not looking too bad at the moment, which is quite nice. Quite pleased at that fact. Must admit, what I might do, got a bit of spare soil, so what I might do is just pop a little ring of soil. Hopefully I've got enough around the outside here, and then I will have to go back and get, yeah, I think it'll look alright, but yes, I do actually have to go back and grab some. So we'll just collect those. Get back to the tool I usually like using, which is a hammer. Every tool is a hammer, and every hammer is a tool, and you are the king of the tools. Why, thank you. Thank you so much. I've always thought I was royalty. That's not what that meant. Pun? Nothing. Nothing. King of the Tools. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's a marvellous title. Fucking idiot. Building a fence. Building a fence. How offended are you? Dog. Dog. Oh. If I do... Oh, good. The dogs ran away. It was convenient timing, Death Reaper. Well done. Cool. That finishes off my nice little garden. I can't deny, I wouldn't mind. I'll tell you what we'll do. Yeah, we'll build a bench. Because I spotted we've got a bench here. Maybe I'll build 2 benches just in case. Do we want to sort of... I don't know. I imagine a pot would look alright, but... No, I don't think we need anything else. A basic bridge. I'm tempted to do some plank pathway. We'll do 50 for now. Because I do have some sort of areas that might... Whoops. That'll do. I mean, that looks... Oh, that's Bridges, you fucking idiot. Which Bridges? Jeff Bridges. So, let's see. I suppose arguably the most obvious path we've got, except for the fact that these are 2, but nonetheless, one of the more obvious paths we possess is the path from the entranceway to the bathroom. Oh, fuck off, mate. Oh, good. He fucked off. Genuinely didn't expect that to work, but I'll take the win on it. Why can't I... Oh, because there's a ladder in the way. I might have to rethink this path situation. I mean, it's tolerable for now. I'll leave it in there. And then here... Might as well do a little bit of pathing here. Probably can't do it right at the front there. No, of course not. And of course it is going to be awkward here as well, because I won't be able to do it. I always sort of knew this was going to be a thing. So that's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the world's greatest thing in the world, but it's also not the world's worst. I suppose we can possibly continue the pathing. Oh, I've only got 1 piece. That'll do. I'm not overly fussed by it. It's just a little bit of extra decor. Might be pleasant enough to possess, but nothing too required for it. Right. How many trees are you wanting? I think you just want 1, right? It's just the way he's saying grove of trees. I'm hoping he does only want 1. And I think he only wants 1. But I think that 1 does have to have a swing attached to it. Which is not unreasonable, because I do have a swing. But, or do I not have a swing? Can anyone see my swing? Can anybody see the way I swing? Ah, there it is. Yes, I've finally found my swing. Put that on there. Now, where do we want to put our benches? We'll put our benches. I mean, it could. It's not going to go central, is the problem there. I'm wondering if maybe there. And then. There. Oh, god damn it. No! Oh, you bastards. You utter bastards. I'll have to knock out a bunch of seeds. And even then, it's going to fuck me over, isn't it? Oh, you little shits. Okay, no, it didn't fuck me over as much as I thought it was going to, but I'm going to have to go and search for more spore saws. There we go. Bloody foul wind! I loathe your existence. I suppose arguably it's lucky on this occasion that I am. I'm hoping there's no foul spores. What? Perry? Perry? Wait. Okay. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. But you guys don't have to hide in the corner if you're having an illicit relationship with one another. You can just come out. You can do it in the middle of the town square if you like. Not literally, you know. Do it in your own rooms. Do it in your own rooms. But you can, you know, you can PDA. Is that the word? Yeah, public display of affection. Yes, it is PDA, isn't it? I was just thinking of the other definition of PDA. But you can do that in the middle of the town square as much as you like. We're pretty open here. We don't mind. You don't have to hide away in a corner. But I'm genuinely not entirely sure what they're doing outside of the suggestiveness. Round the back of the loos is probably one of the places you can get some privacy. Yeah, I suppose technically. It's also just outside our property, so I do feel like they might be confused as well, which is going to be problematic. Anyway, I need to discover whether there's any more spoil spores upon my farm, which, yes, there is at least one here, which is a bloody... Oh, this one's going to be a real fucker, isn't it? Because I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot of faffing around. Cock. Absolute cock and balls. Absolute 100% cock and balls game. You've managed to deliver a severe dose of cock and... Oh, for flipping cocky cunting dildo baggins of shite. Ah. God damn you, hide to Hades, you dirty little bitch. God damn it. Oh, fine, I'm going to have to use the perishing hammer. God damn it, why? Bloody poles and shite and buggery. Yes, you can clap all you like, but I've had to destroy half the sodding farm in order to save half the sodding farm from being destroyed. Bloody people, bloody spoil spores. Such a pain in the arse. I must admit, of any mechanic that kind of trashes your beautifully built area is not a good mechanic. Right. This tirade of words is delightful. Yes, well, what happens when I start getting irritable? Every swear word I know comes out. Don't know why I've gone into Mario. Right. Okay, so I'm thinking my swing. Are we there on swinging yet? I think we are. Yeah, I think we are. But yeah, I believe... Yeah, tree swing! Nice. And then... Watch me ride the tree swing, Daddy! Daddy, higher. Higher, Daddy. Please, Daddy, higher. Let me go higher. I can do a 360, Daddy. Oh, watch me, Daddy. I can do it. I can do it. No, I don't think I can. I don't think you're allowed to do a full 360. But wee! Ah, there you go. I weed so hard that I got to the back of the area. But we'll do with Wrigley for now. Ooh, now ain't that a sight to behold? We got our own little leafy blade bark. Quar, that tree's a proper beauty. Looks good, smells good, and ain't rotten and yellow like the rest of the trees here. How kind of you, Felton. You made a swing and even grew a tree to hang it from, just for me. And Wrigley. Thank you ever so much. Why stop here, though? I wouldn't mind seeing the old place turned into flourishing forest, but how would we go about doing that, you suppose? If only ye could make girt big field of grass and trees in one fell swoop, instead of having to plant the seeds one by one. Surely ye can think of something, Felton. Maybe ye can come up with another kind of worm food as do the job. As the teeth of a carnivore. I don't... Yes. and in fairness, is eating me. It would seem from this angle, you can quite clearly see that Wrigley is in fact trying to chomp on my face. A woody goody! Again, I refer you to the love of the words that are used in Dragon Quest. A flavourful lumpful of the fresh air of a verdant forest summons Wrigley to transform soil into woodlands. I don't think he wants woodlands immediately, so we're alright there. Hello. Grab those hearts on the way. Tell you what, let's clean out the toilets, since nobody's using them. 47 shits in the left. 50 shits in the right. The right has come back. Which is not necessarily a sentence you want to hear too often. But yes, the rightmost lavatory has started building its repertoire of shits. My woody goody also makes flavourful lumps. Yes. Yes, it does. Not that I know that. I will just clarify that for anybody else listening. Are you doing an A/B testing on your toilets? Yes, I suppose technically I am. I'm trying to discover which of the two toilets is the most popular, and then I will demolish the one that has failed as a toilet. Do you hear that, toilets? I will demolish the one that has failed to be a suitable toilet. And so far, that's you on the right. Yeah, you better be afraid. You better be afraid. Oh, Quixie Bicker. Are you a bot? You a bot there, Quixie Bicker? You can fuck off, can't you? Nightbot will not have any of your shit. Not no more. He's been upgraded to anti-terrorist Nightbot. He's got himself some body armour. Fucking spaz shotgun. He ain't gonna take no prisoners. And take no names. Well, he took a name. He's taking your name, Quixie Bicker. Right. I think it's time to put it away now. For I cannot tell if I'm a kingpin or a pauper. We'll do a small touch, just a wee touch of Touchingtons. Hey. Right, let's we'll fire up the pretzel. Firing up pretzels, and then yeah, we'll do sort of a 5 to X number of minutes break and come back for a small jaunt inside of our war zone and hope that we can get somewhere pleasant. So yes, I'll be back in between 5 to 10 minutes, I suspect, dependent on the nature of the music. Hard cash, yeah, that'll do. So it's more Miracle Sound, because, I mean, of course it is. It's Miracle Sound. He's awesome and fun, and currently free on Pretzel. So it's delicious in every possible way.
Our sons and daughters. Ooh. You can fall asleep on sheets of gold and wake up as a pauper. We all get old, we all chasing money. Oh no. And now that we have all arrived, my friends, get in your cars and drive. And now that we have all arrived, my friends, get in your cars and drive. Gonna drive our blues away. Just another sunny day. Gonna drive our blues away. Just another sunny day. She'd like to sneak, maneuver silken and sleek, the darkest corners we seek in the night. So feline and fair, from the sands of elsewhere, unto our glistening stare, perfect sight. Don't leave your treasures ignored, get bigger boats on your doors, and tougher locks on your drawers, watch the street. You see this stealth is an art, pick your tumblers apart, you know you never can outsmart the Kajit. Be not afraid. Stick to the shade. Kajit like to sneak. She'd like to sneak. She'd like to sneak. The rocks of Skyrim so bleak, the frozen boulders and peaks we avoid. Stick to the cities replete, move with the quietest feet, make every fool on the streets paranoid. So lock your windows and pray your jewels are stolen away. Khajiit are coming to play with your things, relieving you of your purse. Throughout the guild is dispersed, and while you creep and you curse, we will sing. Not afraid. Stick to the shade. Khajiit like to sneak, maneuver